Olá pessoal, boa tarde, tudo bem? Sejam bem-vindos ao meu canal de Genshin Impact. Eu me chamo Patrulheiro X, vocês canal do Patrulheiro. E hoje, pessoal, estarei fazendo a terceira parte do evento aqui, chamado Valsa Rodopiante, né? Hoje a gente vai estar fazendo a terceira parte desse evento aqui, que é o evento de gerenciamento de recurso, né? Que é praticamente o evento onde você vai gerenciando um monte de recurso. Nesse ramo aqui do negócio da nave, né? Que é a nave que fez isso aqui pra gente, né? Mas enfim, vamos lá fazer a missão diretamente aqui, que a missão tá aqui pra parte da área principal de Fontaine, onde eu tô, né? Tá lá na parte de cima onde fica o Neuvillette, aí a gente vai estar indo pra lá. Vamos lá já fazer a missão direto. E antes da gente entrar pra poder continuar a missão, pessoal, eu só peço que vocês se inscrevam no canal. Curta e compartilhe com seus amigos para poder me ajudar no engajamento do vídeo também, né? Se vocês puderem compartilhar, para poder bater a meta dos 800 inscritos, né? Que a gente tá quase chegando nessa meta aí dos 800 inscritos. Falta pouco para chegar. Mas enfim, vamos lá continuar aqui a historinha. Vamos pra história aqui direto do evento. Vamos ver quem que a gente vai fazer. Aí depois de fazer a missão, a gente vai voltar aqui para a própria área do evento. E gerenciar os negócios aqui o recurso desse parque praticamente, né? Que é meio que um parque, né? Aí você vai meio que gerenciando ali. Que falta levar, acho que o nível de uma desses negocinhos aqui, dessas casinhas. Que eu esqueci de levar um nível, mas enfim. Vamos lá que depois a gente já faz isso aí, né? Eu tô falando muito e agindo pouco, né? Mas vamos lá direito. Eu vou cortar meu microfone aqui, aí se eu precisar falar alguma coisa, depois eu volto, tá bom, pessoal? Se precisar que eu fale alguma coisa que puder explicar pra vocês, né? Ou pra poder tirar alguma dúvida, enfim, na parte do próprio jogo aqui, né? Mas enfim, vamos lá, começar aí direto o evento. Bora lá fazer o evento. Hoje eu vou estar usando essa equipe aqui da Arlequino pra fazer o evento. Que a Arlequino consegui aqui, o Bennett e o Kazuha, né? Uma equipe bem diferenciada da Arlequino. Vamos lá fazer o evento aqui direto, ó. Cadê? Tem que falar com o Neuvillette, né? Vamos lá falar com o Neuvillette e com o resto da galera aqui. E bora, pessoal, começa a minha missão aqui da história. Eu tô cortando meu microfone. E bom vídeo aí pra vocês.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh wow, Cuckoo's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlin's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast-going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals...
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You'd better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passers-by.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great!
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear!
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here! Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine.
You're the best, bro! Oh, that really is good news! Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroron?
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
These newcomers are full of enthusiasm.
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me! Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh.
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Poor Hal. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Ah, really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though? The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it. Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same...
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going... The special...
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps, Grannies.
What in the Tevat are you doing here?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the young...
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry, to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun. All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the court of Fontaine's famous land. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and but apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroron, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is! Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here!
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty...
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroron to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroron to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroron, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroron has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroron's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Now. suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet a...
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the... This thing has a job? So in that
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord...
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it. But I don't remember promising...
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More than enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, we've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of code, as long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slip some mora into the envelope before submitting the app. Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these. I'm so very sorry. I underestimated.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you'd just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though, besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hand.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontainian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro!
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, I don't know. Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
We'll be waiting for the good news!
Opa, e aí pessoal, beleza? Então, eu já tô quase acabando aqui o vídeo, provavelmente já deve ter quase acabando no final aqui poder gravar. Eu só vou agradecer a vocês aí, deixa eu só teleportar aqui pro evento. Meu Deus do céu, o conteúdo travou bem na hora, velho. Deixa eu só teleportar aqui pro evento, né? Que a gente nem conseguiu elevar o nível do negócio ainda. Mas provavelmente já deve estar quase acabando o time, que eu marquei o tempo aqui, que é 1 hora que eu tenho de gravação, né? Mas enfim, vamos só elevar o... Tem que elevar o nível do estabelecimento do comércio, né? Que faltou elevar aqui para poder zerar. Mas essa foi a missão. Essa missão demorou pra caramba. Bem mais do que eu imaginava, né? Mas enfim. Essa aí foi a missão, pessoal. Deixa eu só vir aqui pro comércio, né? Ó, vamos lá elevar o nível da galera aqui, ó. Deixa eu ver se é pra elevar o nível. Tá, dá pra elevar o nível desse aqui também. Eu só esqueci qual que eu tinha que levar. Calma aí. Deixa eu apertar aqui no principal. Acho que eu tenho que levar o nível desse aqui, né? Ah, o da piscina que tem que levar, que tá no nível 3 ainda. Deixa eu ir lá na piscina. Da piscina não, na verdade é do negocinho, né? Cadê? Tá, esse aqui já foi. Ué, cadê o da... Ah, tá ali no fundo. Aqui, ó. Eu tenho que levar o nível desse aqui, ó. Será que eu já levei? Acho que eu já devo ter levado, né? Ah, pera que eu acho que eu apertei errado. Não era pra ter feito isso. Oh, meu Deus do céu. Eu apertei o botão errado. Mas enfim, aqui o foco, pessoal, é vocês conseguirem levar o nível do comércio, do estabelecimento, que são 3 comércios, né? É a parte do da água, é a parte do circo e a parte do negocinho. Que eu esqueci o nome do outro negócio aqui. Não. Deixa eu apertar. Sair voando aqui, ó. Bora lá fazer o desafio. Tá, ele sai voando pra cá. Mas enfim, vamos lá. Acho que deve estar quase acabando já. Ah, eu acabei pulando errado. Eu deixei de pegar umas moedinhas, mas tá quase acabando já, né? Deixa eu ver. É 140 moedas, 137, velho. Tá quase acabando. Ai, quase que eu errei. Ai, tomei o dano. Posso ir embora. Tô voando pela ponte aqui. Ó, conseguiu 140. Não, ai, errei. Deixa eu sair para fazer o resto do evento, né? Ok. Fez uns dos desafios aqui. Provavelmente esse vídeo já deve estar acabando, né? Deixa eu ver. Acabando já o tempo do vídeo. Deixa eu sair daqui, eu vou fazer uma parte 4 aqui, que é fazendo o resto do desafio, né? Pronto, eu levo... Aprimora com nível 4. Bora lá. Deixa eu coletar a recompensa aqui. Tá, esses dois aqui eu já coletei, né? Ok. Vamos pro próximo desafio. Que é esse daqui agora, do circo. Tá, vamos ver qual que é esse desafio daqui que eu não lembro qual que era. Tem que fazer os 3 desafios para poder formatar e elevar o nível do negócio. Que eu tenho que elevar o circo. Eu já elevei a parte da piscina, que é o da água, né? Agora a gente tem que elevar esse aqui do circo. Mais um desafio. Como é que eu não entendi? Ué? Ah, tem que cortar, tá. Não tinha visto isso aqui. Poxa, que é isso? Bugou o controle? Meu, por que ele tá andando pra baixo sozinho? Que é isso? Meu controle bugou. Eu não tô conseguindo cortar o negócio. Calma aí. Não. Pega o corte. Aí. É difícil pegar o corte? Tá, vamos lá. Aqui é só ir embora. Nossa, eu não tô conseguindo controlar o controle. Meu Deus do céu, calma. Ah, como não foi? Calma. Nossa, esse aqui vai ser difícil, hein? Tá, consegui liberar mais uma avinha. Acho que eu tenho que parar um tempo. Nossa, aqui é difícil. Não, calma aí. Tá, não entendi. Ah, não entendi o que é pra fazer. Tá, o que tem que fazer aqui que eu não tô entendendo? É pra acertar o alvo. Mas como eu vou acertar o alvo disso aqui?
Time to go.
Cara, eu não entendi o que é pra fazer, velho. Ó, acerte todos os alvos do boxe. Tá, como assim acerta todos os alvos do boxe? Tá, acertei aqui, ó. Acertei. Bate aqui. Bate aqui. Bate aqui. Não, faltou aquele ali. Ah! Acertei. Falta isso aqui. Pronto, acertei todos os alvos possíveis. Ok, consegui. Isso aí. Eu acertei todos os alvos possíveis. Mas enfim, já tá quase acabando o time aqui. Deixa eu desligar o vídeo aqui. Eu só vou levar esse daqui, depois eu já vou gravar um vídeo menor e levando o resto, né? Que eu acho que não vai dar tempo de fazer tudo num vídeo só. Que é muita coisa pra fazer, que só a missão foi quase 1 hora de missão. Levou muito tempo. Deixa eu vir falar com ele aqui. Cadê o menino? Aqui, ó. Agora aqui tem que elevar o nível. Pronto, elevei o nível, aprimorar. Aprimorei pro nível 4. Agora falta só aprimorar o último desafio, que é da coisa aqui. Cadê? Que é esse desafio daqui, ó, que falta fazer. Vamos lá, aperta aqui para aprimorar. Calma que eu apertei errado. A última que falta aprimorar é esse daqui, ó, que eu tenho que ir lá. Ah não, aqui era só aprimorar, né? Tá, aqui tem que vender. Deixa eu ver. Não, aqui já tá certo, eu já gerenciei os recursos. Tá, aqui tá certo já, deixa eu tirar. Mas enfim, acho que aqui a gente já gerenciou tudo, né? Deixa eu ver. Dá até pra contratar um funcionário melhor aqui, ó. Mas aqui tá tranquilo. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho um funcionário melhor pra contratar. Tá, esse aqui é no nível 10. É o último, né? Ó, esse aqui eu acho que eu vou demitir esse daqui, cozinheiro. Deixa só a jala. Ah, no lugar da jala aqui eu vou contratar outro personagem. Pode ser o Constantino, deixa eu ver. Mansão. É o da mansão, né? Ah não, da mansão esse cidadão aqui, ó. Pronto, contratei ele. Agora como é que designa funcionário? Tá, já tá designado. Aí falta contratar mais um funcionário daqui, ó. Que é o da obras. É o jornada intrépida? Ah não, esse daqui é o Constantino das obras, ó. Ah, mas não tem mais recurso, acabou meu recurso. Tá bom, deixa eu interromper. Eu sinto que eu acho que eu já fiz o que tinha que fazer, deixa eu ver. Selecionando só o prato do dia aqui, tá bom, pronto. Deixa eu ir pro próximo ciclo. Tá, tem esses aqui de contra amigável, né? Mas depois eu faço. Deixa eu só selecionar o prato do dia aqui de novo. Não, não é isso. Acho que eu tinha que levar esse aqui, né? Que faltou levar, ó. Pronto, eu levei o nível de instalação. Aprimorei. Ok, aprimorei esse aqui. Tá, aqui eu já completei a primeira página inteira do evento. Tem um resto agora. Tá, dá pra levar esse aqui pro nível 5, ó. Eu levo pro nível 5, ok. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo contratar um funcionário pra aquela área ali que ficou faltando. Tá, dá pra contratar alguém. Qual que é o nome da área? Tá, é obras, né? Acho que é esse aqui, ó. Deixa eu contratar esse aqui, senhor Lâmina. Pronto, contratei e já designei pro serviço. Aí tem essa funcionária aqui que tá no nível 10. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo fazer um treinamento com eles. Acho que não dá, né? Tá, aqui eu já contratei todo mundo. Deixa eu selecionar o prato do dia. Mas enfim. Deixa eu levar esse aqui. Tá, aqui tá no nível 4. Aqui tá no nível 4 ainda. Já tem uns dois aqui, ó. Dois cidadãos que estão ali. É, aqui não tem o que fazer. Ok. Ó, esse daqui tá no nível 5, né? Deixa eu ver. Tá, aqui não dá pra elevar. Eu tenho que